This is James Holder for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Mobile. With me I've got the former face of Irish boxing. He's making a comeback, he's getting involved. I've got Leonard Gulling from BoxingIreland.com. How are you, mate?
How are you doing, mate? You alright?
I'm very well, thank you, sir. We just witnessed the press conference between IBF World Champion Carl Frampton and WBA Champion Scott Quigg.
Yeah.
What did you make of it?
Significantly more entertaining than I thought it was going to be. Yes. You know, and the thing that made it more entertaining is that Quigg came with some good lines, didn't he? Because we all expected Carl Frampton to steamroller him because he's a funny, well-spoken, intelligent lad, and Scott more than held his own and made it for a very entertaining round one of three round fight press conferences. Yeah, it was good.
Started out, everybody was a little bit professional.
It was nice. It was nice. It was a bit nice.
It was a professional courtesy for a little while, wasn't it? But a couple of comments,
couple of grenades,
that's all couple of bombs.
Yeah, like it was an uneasy truce, like probably the negotiations. They probably had to keep. The more distance they have with each other, probably the easier it is to do it. But when they were in the heat of battle, and there's so many big egos up there, big personalities, you know, you got Shane and Carl and Barry, all able to talk for themselves. Eddie and Joe, all able to talk for themselves. And the surprise probably was that Quigg really threw a few daggers himself, didn't he? Threw a few daggers, yeah.
He did, and he elaborated on his points as well, which the interactions between him and Carl, it was great to watch.
Well, the thing is, they both have good points, and they both have some good lines, and they both have a couple of good lines of attack. You know, Scott's got the chat about beating Kiko quicker. He's also got the chat about Gonzalez. Yeah. Whereas Carl's got, you gonna sell tickets, I'm unbeaten, I've got a real world title, I'm going to bring more fans over, you're going to be a away fighter, I hit harder, that kind of stuff. So yeah.
The sort of where Scott alluded to something happening in the gym, but obviously Joe told him to reel it in a little bit, so he didn't say what it was.
No,
but
I think I know what it is, and it's probably not. Well, if they don't want to say it on the table, I'm not going to say it here. But
I thought you were going to drop a bombshell yourself.
Not for me to say. But you know, the thing is, there's lots of gym stories, isn't there? There's always gym stories. But you know, it's a bit rude to be talking about gym stories outside the gym. What happens in the gym stays in the gym and all that kind of stuff.
Indeed.
But it kind of stirred it up quite a bit, and Coogan stirred it up a bit with a couple of his questions as well, which was
surprise.
It got the ball rolling, didn't it?
Indeed,
yeah. And Eddie looked a little bit flustered when he got asked by about the split and the rematch clause as well. He looked a bit under pressure as well. So it was nice to see that he didn't have it all his own way as well.
Indeed. Yeah. What did you make of the fact that it is in Manchester, as was brought up in the press conference? There's been, I thought, a stumbling block of making the fight was the location. The McGuigans have sort of been a bit flexible to allow it to be in Manchester.
Not flexible.
Do you think it just makes more business sense?
Of course it's business, and Barry gave the reason for that, and I believe Barry's reasoning on that there's no arena in Ireland, never mind in Belfast or Northern Ireland, that can handle a show like this. You know, Frampton will sell 10,000 on his own, never mind try and cram it into a 9,500 arena in the Odyssey. So God bless all the hostelries, hotels and pubs around Manchester for that weekend, because they're going to get absolutely rammed. It's going to be a great. Well, I cast my mind back to the McCluskey Khan fight, which I did after party for it, and we had thousands wanting to go to that.
You just love bringing up.
I know, but it was a massive success, wasn't it?
You just like the word after party.
Well, it was good crack. It was good crack. Yeah.
Good night.
Yeah.
On that note, give me a prediction for this fight. How do you see this one playing?
Well, I've said it early. I've said it a long time. I've said Frampton beats him aggressively, stops him. Round 10. Tough fight. Both of them hit the canvas as well. This one. Both of them hit the canvas. Frampton gets back up, and I think he'll be down twice in the 10th, and it'll be waved off.
Sympathy, empathy for Rigondeaux.
I think it's a disgrace what's happened to Rigondeaux. He's still the champion, and at least Frampton had the good grace and class to say that he wouldn't be the world's best, and because he's got one more to beat, and that's Rigondeaux. So I was going to ask, would he actually consider himself the WBA champion if he bet Scott Quigg? I say he probably says no, and I'd say while it's nice to have the additional black belt around his arm, that he probably doesn't hold much sway in it until he faces and fights and beats Rigondeaux.
You're saving that question for your blog, weren't you?
Of course.
You're going to drop the grenade in the blog.
That's what I'll do.
See it coming already.
That's what I'll do.
Listen, thank you for talking to IFL TV. It's good to see you back attending events.
Yeah.
And we'll catch you again real soon.
Lovely. Good to speak to you. Cheers, mate.